Alright, let's do this thing. For those of you guys who don't know, this game is a Silent Hope. It's another super good game on Steam. Something that you should definitely check out. In this game, pretty much you go through these layers of Abyss. And through those layers of Abyss, you'll have 7 different characters that you can choose between, and you can also swap between them while you're fighting. So while you're out here, eventually your characters will only take so much damage, and they all have a certain amount of lives. So you gotta be mindful of all that. A bunch of other cool things though. There's a bunch of like shopping systems and other really cool things in here. Trying to make it feel alive. Did a super good job with this one. Oh, sidestep. We don't need Megatron over here trying to give me the beats. Oh dang, he caught me in the confusion. Go with the rotation blade again. Okay, let's get this tree out of here. We don't need that tree because the longer those trees stay around, the more enemies they produce. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Oh, I ran right into that cannonball. That was fun. Yeah. All right, werewolf, what you got? Oh dang, he ran right into me. He was like, yeah, you finna get the beats. Nice. Let's go over this way. Oh, that's where we came from. One thing I did want to know, if you step on these, you'll set off the trap, and that's what gets you shot. So you got to be careful with that. Let's go over here to this dude. He always brings us some good fortune. You gotta love it. Spin the win, spin the win. All right, hit him with that. Fell swoop, cooked. Let's go. All right, I don't think we need that memento. We're just gonna hold on. Yeah, baby. Yeah, what y'all gonna do about that? All right, now I wanted to show you guys one of the really cool things about this game. So let's say you're in a dungeon, right? And maybe you don't like the character that you're playing, or maybe you're at low health, or maybe you already have died the amount of times that you can swap to the other characters at your will. So let's say I want to swap to being fighter now, and this is mid-dungeon too. It's not like I have to leave the dungeon, come back, and do a bunch of other stuff. I can just swap out at any time. All right, let's get some of these boys the beats. What you got going on? You ain't got too much going on, it looks like. Yeah, we kind of just ran right through. Now the setup that I have on this character is pretty much like a focus punch style, so we can stun the enemy first, and then we hit them with the bop, and then they just evaporate. And that's really all there is to it with this character. Once I found this build, I was like, yeah, no other build makes any sense to me. Sir, that's all there is to it. You just fight. If you know how to fight real well, if you're a fan of like Diablo games, or really honestly even Monster Hunter, this game is real similar to that. Like you have to sit there, you gotta watch the enemies' attacks, and you gotta get used to their timing of their attacks and stuff like that. Like this game can get really in-depth and really serious really quickly. Boom. All right, like literally I love this character because all you can do is just run through, get things, and it's great. You just gotta be a fan of doing that. Honestly, I need to come back and play this more. This is a game that I beat a while back. I just had to come back and kind of just check in on it. I really did enjoy my little time that I did spend here. Definitely one of the better 2025 plays that I did play this year, mostly because I really just enjoyed the aspect of the crafting and how you had to pretty much earn everything in the game. It didn't feel like anything was just given to you off of a booster event or anything like that. Like you had to learn the base mechanics and work your way up, and then there's a bunch of like techs and things like that that you're gonna have to learn to actually get through the game. Oh, I see a golden treasure chest up here. Hold on, let's see what this is about. Ran right through it. Oh, it had a light stone tier 3. That's super good actually. Oh, there's a challenge dungeon up here. Okay, let's take this challenge dungeon real quick. Let's go ahead and swap back to our swordsman. Our swordsman right now is our strongest, so it's definitely something you want to keep your eye out for. All right, let's go into this rift and see what we can pull. Hopefully we get a legendary item. Anything legendary in this game is really good, so definitely something to watch out for. And especially in these challenge rifts, you do got to watch out, especially when you're running new builds, because this is a newer build for my swordsman. It's something that I still have to work out some adjustments with, but I think that I'll be able to do enough to do this dungeon. It's gonna take a moment too, but with that stun is gonna do us huge favors. Dang, I got hit. Good thing I wasn't surrounded, because I would have got cooked right there. Oh, we're just gonna go this way. Spin the win there. Go into pinwheel. Hopefully we catch a stun, which we do. Fell swoop attack. Honestly, the swoop attack is kind of nice. I wish I could have 4 slots so that way I could carry the buff, the attack buff for this. That would seriously break this class, but since I have a skill boost on all those skills, it's just easier that way. Go ahead, scoop him in, and I'm like that. Spin a win, pinwheel again. So one thing I did want to show you guys is how a lot of these things get set up. As you go through the levels, there are different classes that you can unlock. This is the second job for this class. This is called Paladin. Pretty much this is the spin to win class, which is just your warrior based class in the game. But pretty much in order for you to get third jobs, you have to beat the game 1 time. So you still got a lot to work on there. And obviously, as you can see, you have gear, your weapon, which is super important. Then you have, your earrings, your bracelet. Then you got your food that you have brought with you. And then your last one's gonna be your stats. All right, swerve in that corner. Whoa. Oh, top in that. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and bust those things open. Spin a win. It's a lifestyle, bro. It's a lifestyle. Don't worry about it. All right, hold on. Let me check where I'm going. Okay, yeah, we need to go this way. I done took a full 360. Almost sent me right back to where I was. Open these up here. That's gonna open up the rift gate. So now that we can actually go back and actually walk through the final gate. I don't know. This challenge really wasn't that that hard. Normally the challenges are a bit tougher than that, but I guess this character specifically is a bit stronger than the meta in this specific area. So now I just kind of like, not necessarily overrun everything. It doesn't really require much effort on my behalf. Because usually by now I definitely would have died at least one time. You know, it could have been a number of things. All right, let's go this way. I think this was the way that was. Oh, no. You gotta turn around. Gotta turn around, Chief. It was just a gate to more madness. It was just a gate to more madness. The enemies really do stun through here. It's kind of crazy. Oh no, I'm getting surrounded. Get out. Spin the wind. Spin wheel. Hopefully we hit a stun. We don't hit a stun. Okay, it's fine. Fell swoop. Nice. Really, the enemies that end up doing the most damage to this class are the bowmans, because like you'll be in the middle of a pack and then they'll just be outside just shooting at you while you're like stuck trying to spin the wind all the other mobs. Kind of like the cheap shot almost. All right, yeah. Spin the wind, the mobs down. All right, we can get through that. That's all that matters. Actually, no, we're gonna finish up the mobs. We're gonna finish them up. Might as well. Yeah, that was it. Oh, that's why, because it had nothing to offer. I thought y'all were gonna like do me dirty, but I mean, you kind of did. But honestly, the EXP is worth it. I pretty much got like half a level off of that stuff, so it's not terrible. I genuinely can't hate at that. All right, we got ourselves a trial here. Reach the next gate without using any healing potions. I don't know how possible that's gonna be. I probably should have like healed before I actually started this. Oh, you know what? We can swap to our brawler right here. Well, actually, no. I also forgot to mention that every time that you swap characters, each character has a buff that's assigned to them. So if I swap to another character, for example, like let's say that I've already swapped to the fighter and to the warrior, I can probably swap to, let's say, my assassin, right, or trickster. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna get a third stat boost whenever I swap from my trickster to another character, if that makes any sense. I haven't actually played my trickster in some time, so this is gonna be fun. The main reason is because you have to have a certain amount of damage to make this class like work, which I don't think I actually hit that rate recently on this class, but still, nonetheless, it's fun. Yep, slice them up, slice them up. I've gotten rusty with that skill, man. Yep. Using trickster in this game is kind of hard because you have to learn how to like point and click super fast to be able to be like a consistent mobber with it. But once you learn how to like point and shoot with her, like she becomes an absolute beast. Quite literally an absolute beast. Slice them up. Yes, sir. Nice. What's in the box? Okay, we got some green items. We can't really complain about that. That's gonna give us some real nice upgrades. All right, we got ourselves a little Megatron here. We're gonna slice into him like this. Go with the blades, and that's it. Homeboy gets cooked quick. Like this class really is good for like 1v1s, honestly. Oh, this is where I started from. So if you're looking for a class that can 1v1 bosses real good, this is definitely one of them. Yeah, he did some damage right there. Now watch out for those Megatrons, bro. All right, now that we've got that, let's go ahead and swap over to our bomber real quick. Our bomber is almost level 32. So now that we swap from our trickster, we now get that buff from our ninja, which is definitely beneficial for us. Perfection. Nice. With our bomber being level 28, he probably needs some levels up. He could definitely use some leveling. I haven't yet to actually grind on him though. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, this is what I'm gonna do. Let's swap his skills around. So we're gonna put the bomb here, and then bomb rain, we're gonna actually, let's just straight up skill reset, right? Let's go ahead and then let's spend our points here. Go ahead and max out spread shot. Let's max out bomb shot, and then bomb rain I'm not really like super fond of, so we're just gonna keep that one at the lesser, and we're gonna use a lot of our focus on spread shot and this. Spread shot and bomb shot are going to be where most of our damage comes from, while we get that small damage increase from bomb rain. I think that's probably going to be like our raid skill, to be honest with you. Like whenever we're going into the like challenge rift, that's what we're going to use pretty much. All right, let's go ahead and let's head into this one. We're probably going to die here. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not super good with the bomber. All right, just slow and steady wins the race. Okay, we're doing something. We're doing something here. Like I said, if we use the bomb a bit more frequently, I think we're going to be in a much better position for sure. All right, now bomb rain, since we got distance. Damn, I didn't catch any of them with that skill. I just feel like that skill is just, it wasn't down at all. Like that was just something that was just like an oversight, bro. Y'all didn't even give us like a place to aim. Like if y'all gave us like some way to aim that skill, it would be like 5 times better than this. Because really you're stuck relying on spread shot and bomb shot until you pretty much rank up. Oh boy, dang, that got me quick. Run into these boys. Bomb rain. Okay, we hit them. Nice. See, look, honestly, I like this build a lot better. I feel like I'm getting a lot of good use out of it, the way that this build's set up currently. Okay. Oh, we hit. Nice. I think I'm getting better with the distancing on this. All right, let's do that. I think that we're getting solid. Oh no, I got hit. I got hit by that range skill. So whenever you die, you use a potion, and you only get 2 potions per character. So pretty much if you die, you have no choice but to use both of your potions unless you're confident you're not going to die again, which I'm still in the middle of the dungeon, so I'm not confident I'm going to not die again. I should have looked at my health and healed. Like, it's super important that you do that with this game if you enjoy the character that you're playing, of course. Like the bowman I'm not super good with, but in general it's still a really good class. You get really good stun utility. The DPS really ain't that bad. You just got to learn how to pace out your fighting while you're playing. All right, there it is. Now we should be able to actually exit, or I think they're going to make me do, oh, there's a part 2. I wonder if there's a healing. I need need that heal so bad if it exists. Either a heal or a swap out machine would be great, but I don't think I'm getting either one of those. Yeah, this ain't looking too good, Chief. I'm almost down. I wonder if I can just run through this and kind of like save face. Yeah, I'm just gonna run through it. The fact that we even killed majority of the mobs inside, I can't complain. Okay, and I just used the swap for this level, so I'm gonna have to go into the next layer so that way I can swap again. Defeat 7 elite monsters before reaching the next one. Okay. Oh man, this wolf is aggressive. These aggressive monsters are gonna be my downfall. Like, I am hoping that that machine is like right on the other side. I see it. It is right there. Okay, run. Okay, we made it. Holy cow. All right, we're gonna go grapple punch now. We're definitely gonna go grapple punch here for sure. Like, focus punch build just never fails. Yeah, she's doing it. Damn it. Focus punch. Nice. Yeah, these guys ain't got nothing on this build. Oh boy, it's so good. It's so good. Hold on. Who are you? Nice. All right, you got one of those bee trees again. Oh, I got stuck. That sucks. And punch, footwork, give us that extra damage. Okay, yeah, I see another big enemy over here. Big enemies hate Battle Master, bro. They just do. My health was low there, so I needed to definitely take that heal. Take that focus punch there. Man, these mechas can be annoying sometimes, bro. Nice. Okay, so we have now officially got that quest. We got that EXP. We doing good things. We doing real big things. All right, let's head down the layer. All right, I think we're gonna actually end on this layer. We're gonna head back to town, and I wanted to show you guys a lot of the cool things you can do there before we go ahead and end off this episode for this Steam game. Honestly, this Steam game is really fun, especially if you're into those like Diablo-like RPGs. If you like PoE, you're just looking for something that's just casual and classic. This is definitely one of those games you should definitely pick up. I picked this game up on sale for like $12.99, but the game's original price either is like $6 or $49.99 or something like that. So this game is still like really high priced on the Steam thing, but you can definitely still get good experience out of it if you do catch it on sale. It is the holidays, so there might be a Steam sale where you find something that is important to you. So we're gonna go ahead and go to this crystal here in town, and through here you can actually get challenge missions. Through doing certain missions, you can actually get extra runes and things like that, so that way you can continue to, the runes are pretty much the in-game currency, and you want to have enough runes to continue to upgrade and to make your new legendary gear. Each character that you can play in the game, you can also use to do specific tasks. There's a forge here where you can go to create your items. In order to create those items, you'll need to come to the workshop and build certain types of lumber, and you're also going to have to come to the atelier to be able to create certain materials. You want to use both of those to create your weapons and accessories. You want to come to the farm to be able to create certain things to be able to cook with, so that way that you can come to the chef here to actually do what you need to do and put those items together to make foods. Foods are extremely important. As you can see, they give you certain stats per food, and you can have 3 foods with you every single time that you go down. So that is something that you want to keep in mind as well. But that's pretty much what this game's all about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little Silent Hope show. This game is super fun. It's definitely one for the books, in my opinion. If you were looking for something that's just super casual and a fun little 40-hour to 50-hour play, this is it right here. It does have after game content, it does have a master mode, and it does have weapons up to rank 10. Once you beat the first story mode, you only get items up to rank 4. So that means that there are literally 6 other ranks that you can go through, and there's other magic stones and things like that that you can obtain to continue to make your progress even easier and more fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Next up, we're going to be checking out a few other MMOs, and stick around. Peace.